What's going on, Pokemoshpitbeta? My name is Sork, but you probably didn't know that already, and today I have for you a match against GraniteGligar. This was an RU match I had with him while Magnitude was streaming on his website a few days ago at the time of this recording. He was looking for an RU match and was like, I've been wanting to test out RU, so I'll do it. Anyways, he's going to lead up with an Executor. I'm going to lead up my Hariyama. He's going to predict the Fake Out, go for the Protect, and seeing that this thing is an RU, I really think that's going to be the Harvest set, just because Chlorophyll really isn't a good option for it, because there is no Auto Sun in RU. Sorry, I kind of choked there a little bit. He's going to go for the Leech Seed here. Thankfully, my Payback is going to be able to do more to him because I am slower than him. So I'm going to see if he's going to be a Citrus Berry set or a Lumberry set because I do about 65% of him. I do see the Berry activates, so I know now that it is a Citrus Berry set, which is really not good for me because I really need to KO that thing fast, and also I need to KO it with it being above 50%. Now, he is able to harvest back his Citrus Berry here, which isn't really good for me. I know that I can't really touch me, so I'm going to go and switch out to my Pharaoh Seed here, which I'm predicting that is going to be running the Protect, Leech Seed, Psychic, and Giga Drain, I guess. I know that he's going to be running Dual Stab, because really, Hidden Power Fire isn't really a good option because he does have great dual stabs. I am going to be able to set up my spikes here. I'm predicting another switch. I am going to set up another spikes just because these entry hazards really do come in handy later on in the game, as you'll see. So he's going to go and switch out to his Aggron. Sorry, I got confused by the name. And reading and rate my team that I had read earlier in the day, I knew that Aggron got a new move called Auto Demise, which basically raises its speed by double. So I am able to go for the Thunder Wave here, nullifying that boost. He's going to go ahead and get Parahaxed here, and I'm just going to go for the Leech Seed because I really want to get some more life recovery from this thing, just because you can never really have too much health. And actually, I think the Leech Seed actually kind of did come into play, but I'm not entirely sure about that. So I'm going to go and switch out to my Hariyama, who I know can pretty much take this thing on one-on-one, just because Hariyama does have good natural bulk, and it really can't do that much damage to me. So he's going to go for another Auto Demise, trying to nullify the Paralysis. But unfortunately, even though I did get the speed part nullified, he isn't going to be able to get the not attacking nullified because he does get paralyzed here, which allows me to go for the close combat here. So that unfortunately takes out his Aggron, but not like he could do much else to really save it. He couldn't really do that much with it anyways because I could have just brought in something faster than I taken it out, which Aggron could have actually done a lot of damage by team. Now, this is where a good misplay came in on his part. He actually sends out a Zartaria right now, predicting that I didn't have the Ice Punch, and he goes for the Dragon Dance. Now, the reason why this was a misplay, as you'll see later on in the match, well, actually I'll explain it later on in the match. He didn't think I would have the Ice Punch, but I actually found this Hariyama set on Smogan by some guy who made this team. Not made this team, but made a team, and I just decided to steal the Hariyama set. Yeah, I'm such a cheater. But the set actually does carry Ice Punch, so I guess he wasn't predicting that. Now he's going to go and set up his Cofagrigus, and you can just see the battle speed increased a lot, just because this thing pretty much made a very long stall war, which takes up pretty much half the battle, if not more. So he's going to go for the Hidden Power, went for a Calm Mind last turn, and I think it was actually a miss-save on his part, because I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to be fighting, but in fact it's actually dark. Probably gave it all 31 IVs, but oh well, that's the price you got to pay for miss-saving stuff. In fact, in a game earlier than this, I actually made a pressure Pharisee because I really was not paying attention to Pokegen. And if you guys want to see that, that'll actually be on my channel shortly if it hasn't already been uploaded. Shameless plug. Now, the thing with Star Wars like this is that I really don't know what to talk about just because I've never really been in this situation before. So, if I just talk about random crap, oh well, just ignore me because I'm just going on about my day and all that. Also, speaking of today, while this is going on, I was actually supposed to fail a project, but what happened was one of my friends actually took my work home because he lost his, and then he actually brought his own work. He found his own work, and then he brought it back to school. He got the grade, and thankfully one of my other friends told my teacher about it, so I was able to get the grade. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go out to my Hariyama here, and he's going to go ahead and I'm going to go for the Payback, hoping that I was slower, but unfortunately I am not, so I'm not able to get the double damage. If I was slower than this thing, then this thing could have been taken out a long time ago. Now, I do have the Mummy ability, so I really don't want to stay in there because the poison damage doesn't boost my attack more because I don't have guts. I'm going to go to my Pharisee here who can pretty much wall this thing. Now, I really want to set up my last layer spikes here. As you'll see, that comes in really handy. Except I don't lay out my spikes here. I actually set up a Leech Seed because I wanted more health. Okay, I just looked like a total idiot there, but oh well, that's the thing you get whenever you watch this battle 50 million times and you mix up parts. So here I set up my last layer of spikes, which as you'll see comes into play really late or on in the game, like way later on in the game, like the last move of the game. So I'm going to go over the Gyro Ball here. Really doesn't do all that much to it. In fact, I think Leftovers pretty much negated all that. So I'm going to go and get a little bit more recovery from Leech Seed. It's not going to be able to make me live the next Shadow Ball, even though I did get a useless crit. Crit didn't matter. I had like 5 other books to take it. Chase impersonation of the day. I'm going to go and set up my Steelix here, who I'm pretty sure can live another Shadow Ball with how much HP it had. So I'm going to go and go for the Earthquake here, trying to get as much damage on this thing as possible. Leech Seed is going to be able to give me a little bit more HP, but it's not going to be able to let me have enough to actually live the next one. So Steelix does go down, but Steelix served its purpose. It got at the Stealth Rocks, which is really what I needed later on in the game. So I'm going to go to my Special Wall Lapras, who is actually a curse set as well. So this Lapras really is meant to take special attacks. He actually does get the special defense drop here, so I know that I really can't take another one. I'm predicting a well, not really Calm Mind, but I'm predicting a rest here, so I need to go for the S-Shard. Leech Seed does bring it down pretty low, but it's not low enough where even with a crit, it doesn't take it out. If I was running a more offensive set of Lapras, it probably would have taken it out. But, oh well, that's the price you pay for making weird sets. So, knowing that he's asleep, I'm going to be able to set up my curses here, which really are going to help me to do more damage to this thing later on. So, as this thing's sleeping, the curse really is going to help me a lot. And also, the Leech Seed damage is also taking its toll as well. My plan here is just to go for 2 more curses while he's being asleep, and then on the turn that he wakes up, I need to go for an Avalanche, because I'm pretty sure that he's going to be wanting to attack me, just trying to get as much damage as possible before he dies. He's going to go for the Shadow Ball here, brings me down really low, and also gives me another special defense drop, so any chance I had of living the next one really is abolished there. The Avalanche does quite a bit to it. Enough to where I think that after the Leech Seed damage, an Ice Shard is going to be able to bring it down to KO range that my Hariyama can just come in and pay back for the kill, which, judging by how much the payback did while the thing was at full health, I'm pretty sure that while it's anywhere in the red, the payback is going to be able to take it out unless you get like really minimum damage. So I do go over the payback. It is able to take him out, which is very good, because that thing really did cause me a lot of problems. So I need to switch out here because I do not have my Guts Boost anymore. He's going to send his Porygon Z. I'm predicting this thing is going to be choice in some way, most likely Scarfed, because that's pretty much the only set that Porygon Z can run effectively. It can run Specs, but it's just not very practical. So I'm going to go and send in my Gardevoir here, and knowing that he didn't get the download boost, and he does have the adaptability, which if Gardevoir had lived and this thing wasn't actually Scarfed, then it could have actually done pretty good damage to his team, but unfortunately not. So I'm going to go to my Moltres, who I'm pretty sure can live a Tri-Attack from an adaptability Porygon Z, which thankfully I do not get any status. I do not get status, and I'm actually able to live a 63, which is really important, as you'll see later on. So I go over the Air Slash. I didn't want to risk Fire Blast missing, and it does actually take him out. So as you see, you have 31 HP, which is not enough to live another Life Orb Recoil. It's just actually too short off of living with 1 HP. So as you see here, this is where the Spikes and Assault really came into play. His Regice takes 50% from all that. I'm going to go to my Hariyama here, predicting the Charge Beam, because usually Regice has run the Charge Beam, Ice Beam, Rest, and Sleep Talk set. Although that might have been just a set I made off the top of my head. So I really should have predicted the Exeggutor switch here and gone for the payback. But with Fitchin's new mechanics, the payback wouldn't have gotten double damage, because it's pretty much only whenever you attack second. If the opponent switches, it doesn't get double damage more. So really the best thing I could have gone for was the Close Combat, in case he didn't actually switch. It just left it in for dead fodder. And Close Combat still does a considerable amount to that Exeggutor, which unfortunately is going to be able to get back his harvest his Citrus Berry again, which brings him back up to around 45% or so. So I'm going to go and set up my Moltres here, and I'm like, crap, this is his game. But then I realized, wait, I have the Roost. And he was predicting a move here, an attacking move, and I actually go for the Roost here, which leaves me with enough HP to actually live a few more Life Orb hits. Now, this is what misplayed on his part. He really should have gone for the Leechy here, as I missed my Fire Blast. Or not really Leechy, he should have gone for the Psychic, actually, because Leechy is going to be able to do enough to me to actually KO me. And another Fire Blast is going to be able to take him out. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to recover back his Citrus Berry, but I don't think that even if he was able to, he wouldn't have been able to live. So his Exeggutor does go down. Regice will die to a Hidden Power of Grass, and that'll be a slick 1-0 to me. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Leave me a comment on some things I could prove on my narrations. And if you like, guys, if you like this narration, you like me, come check out my channel, because I upload this kind of stuff every 2 days or so. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this battle. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, I will see you later.